All right, welcome. I'm so excited. So this is my dear friend, Aimee. Aimee, can you please tell us your certifications? I know there's certain titles, please.
Yes, so I'm a NASM certified personal trainer, a Dr. Sears family health coach. I specialize in women's fitness, and I just got certified as a menstrual cycle coach as well.
Very cool.
So yeah, super excited about that one.
Yay. And you've been sharing so many awesome things about hormone health and it's interesting too, because we'll go into a little bit about how you actually need to exercise differently during different phases of your cycle. I'll have to ask you questions on if people aren't cycling anymore too, what you would suggest, because you're still in a hormone phase throughout the month. Okay, well, first off, what I'm really excited about is that you are going to be helping us go through your 30-day HIIT to Fit, which I loved. I actually went through years ago. I appreciated that it was really easy to do, first of all. And you had some really great instruction. So let me, Lisa left and came back. Let me let you share your screen, because I think you can pull up just kind of show us what the 30 days would look like, the overview, and then how to find the instruction.
Yeah. So can you see it right now?
Yep.
Okay, so this is the ebook, and it's, as it says, it's 30 days of HIIT to Fit. So I created this when I was probably like 6 months postpartum with my first, and I wanted something that was quick yet challenging, because most of us are moms and we don't have a lot of time to work out. And I don't really like to work out for an hour anyways. And as I've found out, for your hormone health, it's actually better if you stick to like 20 to 30 minutes anyways. So these workouts are anywhere from like 12 to 30 minutes, and they are HIIT, so high intensity interval training. And so they start out pretty basic and very easy. So if you're a newbie, if you're a beginner, don't work out very often, they're very easy to do. And then they pick up with a little bit of intensity and challenge as the weeks go on. But I created videos for every single one of these workouts. So day 1, there's videos for every single workout on there, day 2, day 3, and so on. So you don't have to guess, like, what does this workout look like? It's all on an Instagram account that only people who have bought my ebook have access to.
That's so awesome. So walk us through that. Can you pull up that Instagram account and show us like what, and you're saying day 1 workout is there, or the movements from day 1 workout is there?
So okay, I'll show you. It's easier to explain. This is actually my Whole Food Health and Fitness account, which is my primary account, but I'm going to show you. Well, shoot, why is it not? It should have both of them.
We just haven't logged in a while.
Maybe not. I've been having so many issues with Instagram and Facebook and linking that. It's hard to explain, but it has not been easy. So hopefully this will work.
Okay, no problem.
I don't know. If not, maybe you could share your info. Okay. Or share the save info. All right, I guess. Come on.
And then just so while you're pulling that up, I'll just let people know that the equipment is really minimal, and it showed you the kind of the things that might be nice to have. So dumbbells, kettlebell, which is great. Oh, yay. Okay. So I'll let you go.
It worked. Okay. So this is the Instagram. You have to request to follow me, and then I have to accept that request. So this is day 1. So it has the workouts written out here, and then there's a clip of each workout. So this is mountain climbers, and these are dumbbell lateral raises, jumping jack squats, and then dumbbell upright rows. So it's all there, broken down by the day.
Very cool.
For you to follow.
And then 30 seconds each with a 30-second break between. Perfect.
And then ideally you want to do like 2 to 3 circuits and take about a 1 to 2 minute rest in between each circuit.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And so speak to me a little bit on what you would do during your different phases.
Yeah. So when I created this, let's see, my son is goodness, he's going to be 5 this year. So I had really no idea about how to align my cycle with my workouts at that point. I kind of worked out just when I felt like it. And even if I was tired, I'd like push through, because that's that mentality we have in the fitness industry, right? Just push through, keep going. And so it wasn't until right around the time I had my daughter where I started learning that we as women have phases that we go through. We have our menstrual phase, follicular, ovulatory, and luteal phase. And our hormone levels are different in each of those phases. Our energy levels are different. And so there are times when we should be pushing ourselves and kind of, maxing out and hitting those personal records. And then there's times where we need to lower that intensity and listen to our bodies better. Well, we should always listen to our bodies, but, take it easy and slower and not be lifting heavy weights or doing intense workouts. So HIITs are all high intensity workouts. So I do not recommend doing these on your menstrual phase and your late luteal phase. Save these for your follicular, your ovulatory, and your early luteal phase.
Mm-hmm. So let's back up, because I think that'll confuse.
Yeah.
1 second, because like the first one, that seems gentle enough. We could probably do that during. So maybe pick some of the less intense ones. So let's write. I'd love to actually, if you stop your share.
So like week 1 would probably be fine to do on your menstrual phase, but maybe instead of doing it for 30 seconds, taking more time, like doing it as a set instead, like some, 3 sets of 10 or something rather than 30 seconds. Hardcore, go. But listen to your body, because some people, some seasoned athletes, like that would be nothing for them. But if you're a beginner and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired right now, then pull back and take it easier. I personally don't even work out on like the first 2 to 3 days of my period. I just rest. I go for walks, I stretch. And then as you can kind of feel your energy level picking up in those last couple days, but listen to your body. Everyone's different.
Okay. And so let's just to recap the, when you start your period until your first 2 weeks, 2 weeks later, then that's when you can start kind of picking up the intensity.
So the menstrual phase, I do have a slide I can show you guys, but I can also just explain it. Do you want me to share my screen?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay. Right here should be it. Okay. So where's the presentation button? There should be one. I don't see it. Okay, whatever, it's fine. So the 4 phases of your cycle, you have your menstrual phase. So it's typically 3 to 4 or 7 days. Your core temp is at its lowest. So we kind of liken this to the winter season. Your hormone levels are at your lowest too. So you have less energy. So that's the first week. And then you have your follicular phase. So that's when we start feeling more energetic. That's when we kind of liken it to spring, because we feel more refreshed, more vibrant. We have more energy. Our temperature is rising. And so that typically lasts about another week. Your follicular phase starts during your period, but not to confuse people. So I would say about a week or under that. And then your ovulatory phase. So
sorry, I'm going to interrupt again. During that phase, you can pick up your workouts.
Yes. So so that's when I start to do more of the intense workouts. This is my follicular phase. So right after you finish your period, you're going to start feeling more of that energy pickup, and that's your follicular phase.
Okay.
And then I wish this phase lasted longer because it's my favorite phase, but the ovulatory phase is typically 3 to 4 days for most women. And so that's, of course, when you're ovulating, when you can get pregnant. And so that is when your hormone levels are at their highest, your energy is at their highest, your energy is at its highest. And that is when I say, go all out, push your body to do harder things, try new things safely. Of course, don't try to like lift 100 extra pounds or something. And just really take advantage of those intense workouts during your ovulatory phase. And then your luteal phase lasts for about 2 weeks. So this is the last phase before you enter back into your period. So we kind of have it as like an early, mid, late luteal phase. So about the first week of your luteal phase, if you're working out a lot already, you could probably kind of keep that pace that you've had during the follicular and ovulatory phase. Maybe drop the weights down just a little bit, focus more on strength training with more reps or resistance bands, lighter dumbbells. And then the late luteal phase, you're going to feel it. If you think about it, you probably feel your energy is dipping. Yeah. You don't want to go out as much. You don't want to be as social. You don't want to work out as much. And that's totally fine. That's normal. That's when you want to take it down a notch and do more things like Pilates or just less intense cardio, less weight, more resistance bands kind of workouts, things like that.
Okay. That's awesome. I love that. So, and sorry, I'm getting a knock at the door. Hold on.
Fine. You're fine.
Izzy, can you go get the door? Hopefully she'll come down. Okay. If you want to stop share again, I love that so much. Okay.
And that's on my Instagram. So if anyone wants to, my Whole Food Health and Fitness one.
Okay. Awesome. And so tell me, I'd love to hear kind of like what you were feeling when you were kind of pushing yourself. And I want to make sure I ask about cycling, but when you were pushing yourself versus now, do you feel like there's a big difference?
Yeah. When I didn't know about cycle syncing and I was in my late luteal phase or my menstrual phase, I'd be like, why am I so tired? And I would kind of beat myself up over that. And I've never been like this super crazy, insane seasoned athlete where I'm working out like an hour and a half. But even then I was like, what's wrong with me? And I just didn't understand, like, there's nothing wrong with you. That's normal. That's how we're designed. Our hormone levels dip. Like, you can't change that. And so, yeah, I would just push myself. And when you push yourself in your menstrual phase or even your late luteal phase, a lot of the times you're going to feel the repercussions of that into your follicular phase.
Interesting.
And so when you should be having more energy, you're going to feel dragged down and not as energetic because you've kind of used all of that up.
Yeah.
In the bleed phase.
So if you aren't cycling anymore, what do you do?
So I would still follow that periodization where you follow along with the cycle syncing. So just taking it easy that first week and then kind of picking it up and then dropping off again. And so women who don't have a cycle anymore, and they're in that menopause phase, they want to eat more estrogen producing foods. And so those, I have the list hold on one second.
Okay.
Actually
I can tell you. Soy, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds. Those are the top three.
Produce more of that estrogen because you're losing a lot of that. And focusing on strength training because you're losing that muscle mass, that bone density. So really paying attention to less cardio, more strength training in the menopause phase.
Awesome. And I think you can measure your temperature in the morning to figure out where you are
for menopause or you can continue tracking your temperature.
To figure that out. Some people, I think with seed cycling, it's also said like usually people will or menstruate on the full moon or the new moon. You ever tracked your cycle, you can kind of see where you were and then kind of pay attention to that.
Yeah, I don't follow the moon cycle so much, but I do track my temperature. I have an armband and I just wear it all night. And then I wake up, sync it to my phone. And so that has helped me immensely too, because it learns your body. So it can tell you when you're ovulating, what phase you're in. And I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
I can hear you. What is that one called, Amy? That's awesome.
It's called Temp Drop.
Okay.
It's a little bit of an investment, but well worth it in my opinion, because I used to just take my temperature with a thermometer. And you have to do that as soon as you wake up before you get out of bed. I would forget a lot of mornings, or I would wake up and get out of bed to go like help my kids and then get back into bed. And it's not as easy. My kids would take it, I'd lose it. So with this, I love it because it's on my arm all night. It tracks my temperature throughout the night as I'm sleeping. It also tracks my sleep, which I have found very helpful.
That's awesome.
That's with the premium subscription, but you get the first 3 months for free. So
okay, cool.
Amazing.
Cool beans.
And I have a code in my link in bio on my Instagram where you can save, I think it's like 10%
Cool.
on that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, and maybe we can get that code to Isa and she can put it in the recording.
Sure. Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, I'm trying to think, is there anything else you would want to share or tell the ladies before we do question and answer?
Nutrition just plays a big part in it. And again, I know I refer to my Instagram a lot, but that's because I share so much on there.
Mm-hmm.
So there are different foods that you can eat for each phase as well that really help to balance those hormones that help with PMS. I just recently did a post on the luteal phase because that's usually when we get those cravings, when we're hungrier. And so foods that can help reduce PMS. But yeah, I mean, we could talk about nutrition and that and foods for a long time. So
yeah, we could. We learned on that
there's
stuff.
a lot of info on my Instagram.
Well, and I'm really excited too that you are writing. Tell us a little bit about the book that you're writing. And you have a partner.
Yes, I do. So it's gonna be an ebook again, but it will be exercises for your cycle. So cycle syncing exercises. I don't have a name for it. I want to come up with something very catchy, and I'm having a hard time with that. But it will have workouts for your menstrual cycle, follicular, ovulatory, and luteal phase. There will be some recipes in there, hormone education. So my friend Emily, her Instagram is Golden Wellness. And she's a hormone health coach. And so I've learned a lot from her. And so she's going to do kind of the hormone education portion, and mine will be the fitness. And so it will definitely have videos for all the workouts. And I'm toying around with the idea of having pictures as well, but
exciting.
I'm not sure.
We might have an opportunity, special announcement, to be beta testers for that if we want.
Yeah.
So for now, we're going to get started with your awesome HIIT to Fit, which is I'm excited about because I need it. I have fallen off the bandwagon with all the moving. And that's the thing I appreciate. Most of the workouts can be done anywhere. So there are no excuses. And you can even do it without equipment too if you really don't have that to start. But most of us, I think, have some dumbbells and a couple other things.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Isa, if you want to stop the recording and then we'll do question and answer, that'd be awesome.